Hi, today we are going to start another new lesson under the business objectives and strategy. The second lesson is about theories of corporate strategy. The objectives of this lesson is that you need to learn about analytical tools which are used in making corporate strategies, and also here we are going to identify the aim of portfolio analysis, and we need to focus on the effects of strategic and tactical decisions on a company resources. In the previous lesson, we discussed about the corporate objectives. Under that, we identify the business aims, mission statements, corporate objectives, and how we are going to build departmental or functional objectives. And after that, today, we are going to move to the next part of this lesson. It is the theories of corporate strategies. So, what you know about strategies? Why we use strategies? Not only in businesses but also in our life, we are using some strategies. For what? What is the purpose of using strategies, and what do you mean by the word strategy? I told you that different businesses have different aims and they are going to achieve those aims through objectives. So, it is not so easy to achieve an aim within 2-3 hours. It's a long-term thing. So, in achieving aims, we need to have a great plan. We need to plan that. So, in this planning, to achieve corporate objectives is known as strategy. So, I told you that we are going to achieve aims through objectives. When it comes to business organizations, they are going to achieve their aims through corporate objectives. So, business strategies are used in planning when they are going to achieve these corporate objectives. In this planning process, in the first part of this planning process, we are using some analytical tools to understand the current position of the business within the marketplace. And the second part of this process, it involves evaluating where the business wants to be in near future. So, corporate strategies derived from this process, and it focuses on long term. So, it takes more time and need to conduct research as well. And in creating corporate strategies, most of the time, within an organization, we can identify that the top management or key members of the management are directly involved with this process. And throughout this lesson, we are going to learn some analytical tools which are useful in making those strategies. So, we are going to learn about some analytical tools in detailed manner through this lesson. So, let's see what are those analytical tools and how we are going to use them in making corporate strategies. Now, we are going to identify about Ansoff metrics. This was introduced by Igor Ansoff. He is a He's an applied mathematician as well as a famous business strategist. This matrix is very useful for businesses in achieving their growth because they can use this matrix in making decisions. As a decision making tool, this is a well-known, famous matrix. In making corporate strategies, the business owner can think about many factors useful for that. When you look at this answer matrix, you can identify that in the vertical axis, it shows about the market and the horizontal axis show about the products. And also, it divided into 4 parts as existing and new. In the horizontal axis also, they name the 2 levels, 2 columns as existing and new. And in the horizontal axis also, they are highlighting the columns and rows as existing and new. And there are 4 major squares. In the first square of the left side, the topmost left side square indicate about the market penetration strategy, and the next square shows about the product development strategy, and the below left side square again indicate about the market development strategy, and the green color square on the right hand side, it indicate about the diversification strategy. When you look at the market penetration strategy, you can identify that it is good where they are providing an existing product to existing marketplace, then they can use market penetration strategy. And they can use product development strategy for new products when they are introducing new products for existing marketplace. And again, if they are going to provide an existing product into a new market, we call it as a market development strategy. And finally, if they are going to provide new product to a new market, it is called as diversification strategy. Here I show you a table. This will be more easy for you to remember the strategies and the purpose of this matrix and the risk level of all these 4 strategies. So the first strategy is market penetration. I told you that in market penetration, the purpose of this strategy is achieving the growth in existing market with the support of an existing product. So this is the lowest in this. If we are using this strategy, the risk is very low. This is the reason behind that is the level of investment is low. Due to that, lowest risk can be identified if a firm use market penetration strategy. So if a company provide existing products to an existing market, how they will improve their growth? what they can do for that. In this strategy, they are trying to achieve the growth, but with the support of existing product for existing market. Then how they can increase how they can achieve the growth, how they can increase their growth level. For that, they can use some steps, some tactics like increasing the brand loyalty. When they are able to increase the brand loyalty, then they can attract more customers. Then it will be support for them to achieve a growth by providing existing product to existing market. And also they can encourage the consumers to use products regularly. For an example, think that there are some food items. Usually we are eating those types of food items for a certain period of time in our day-to-day life. For an example, think that you like to eat kottu. Okay, it's a famous and very popular food item in Sri Lanka. So most of the time we are eating kottu at evening or night time, no? So there is a small restaurant. They are catering kottu for their clients, for their guests. So they usually open their restaurant at the evening. But if they can do a difference and if they can open their restaurant on the daytime as well, then they need to encourage consumer to use their product, their food items regularly, not only in the evening or night time, but also on the daytime as well. So in your textbook also, they gave another example as the people eat cereals for breakfast and a company tried to encourage customers to use cereals for nighttime snack as well. So encouraging consumers to use product more regularly also improve the growth of a business. When they are buying more and more goods from a certain brand, then the level of sales are increasing and the level of revenue increase. It affects to gain more profits and to achieve a high growth. So that when we are using market penetration strategy, we can do those things. It means increasing brand loyalty, encouraging consumers to use product more regularly, not only more regularly, but also you can encourage them to buy more and more from that product by offering discounts and some other tricks. So anyhow, here you are going to improve your sales level of the sales level of an existing product, not a new product. Okay. In market penetration strategy, you need to keep in mind you are going to achieve the growth through existing product by increasing the sales of an existing product in the existing marketplace. So that is why I told that the risk is very low. So the next strategy is product development strategy. In this strategy, if a company going to market a new product or sometimes a modified product to an existing market, the risk is higher than market penetration strategy. Why is that? Because now we are going to introduce something new, something modified to the existing marketplace, and it requires some sort of investment. When the investment increase, the risk also increase. In the previous strategy, investment is low, so the risk also low. And why we need to do so many investment? Because when introducing a new product or a modified product, you need to do more research and developments. Sometimes after doing research and development, the product may be fail. You are going to introduce 5 or 6 new products at a time, but only one product may be succeed. And also, if a product is succeeded, then you need to do more promotional activities. Then you need to invest more money on promotional campaign as well, because the product is new or modified and you need to promote it within the marketplace. So you need a certain amount of investment. When investment increase, the risk also increase. And the next strategy is market development strategy. If a company use this strategy, then they try to market the existing product to a new market. Here, they are trying to cater their product or service to a new geographical area or to a new marketplace. For an example, think that you are catering a product to the southern province of Sri Lanka. Only you are providing your product to southern province. But now you are going to cater that product to the western province as well. You are shifting to a new market with the same product. Not with a new product, but with the same product. That is why I told you that providing an existing product to a new market, it is market development. So, the success or the failure of this strategy is heavily rely on understanding local habit, taste and requirements. Why is that? Think another example. You are catering a certain food item to a European country. So when you are catering a certain food item from an Asian country to a European country, you need to consider about their taste, their habits, all those things, because if not, it won't buy the customers of that countries. So the success or the failure is heavily rely in understanding local habits and taste and requirements of the customers in that area. The last strategy is diversification. The risk level of when we consider about the risk level of these 4 strategies, the diversification strategy is the highest risky one. the risk is very high in this strategy. Why is that? The reason is, in the companies who are using a diversification strategy, they are trying to introduce a new product to a new market. So that it is really risky thing, because you need to do lots of investment to do research and developments in producing a new product. And on the other hand, now we are going to cater that new product to a new market, a place that the first time you are moving to that market, it's a new market. Then it may be fail sometimes and it may be success. It's just like 50-50. So the risk is very high. So when we consider about the Ansoff matrix, these 4 strategies are useful for business organizations in improving their growth level. And also sometimes for large scale companies can use all these 4 strategies at once, or might be adopt 2-3 strategies or only one strategy. It depends according to the business, according to the scale of that business, and according to their profit levels, and it depends with so many other factors. But anyhow, Ansoff matrix is useful for businesses in making corporate strategies. Okay, let's identify the PORTER'S strategic matrix. So previously we discussed about Ansoff matrix. Now we are moving to learn about PORTER'S strategic matrix. This was introduced by Michael Porter. He is a professor at Harvard Business School, and he mentioned that in order to identify the source of competitive advantage of a business, this will be more useful. Also, he mentioned that any type of business that does not adopt one of these 3 generic strategies, it means focus strategy or cost leadership strategy or differentiation strategy, might be stuck in the middle of the road. Why is that? You can learn about it after discussing all these 3 strategies in detailed manner. Here I include a table as it will be more easy for you to remind the facts which we identify through PORTER'S strategic matrix, and then it will be easy for you to keep those 3 strategies in your mind in a clear manner. So in this table I include 4 columns as strategy, purpose, and adopted by whom, and the final one is ways of achieving the strategy. The first strategy is leadership, cost leadership. In cost leadership strategy, the organization who are following cost leadership strategy always trying to produce and provide the goods and services to the marketplace for a low cost. This strategy generally held by one business in the marketplace, because providing products and services to a marketplace for low price is not so easy for each and every business. So most of the time it can be adopted by one business in the marketplace. Why is that? Actually, This strategy can be achieved by economies of scale or through negotiations with suppliers and increasing the efficiency levels. Because in order to use cost leadership strategy, where they can act as the organizations who are providing products and services for a low cost, always need to follow those steps. Actually, in order to provide a product for a low cost, they need to have economies of scale. What is the meaning of economies of scale? When you are producing products in large quantities, the unit cost can be reduced because you are producing large quantities at once. So then also you can provide products to the marketplace for a low cost. And through negotiation with suppliers, if you can negotiate with your suppliers in a friendly manner, you can reduce the prices of raw materials which you are buying. Then it will be useful to reduce the price of the products through reducing the cost of production. And the next one is increase in the efficiency. In order to increase the efficiency, you can use training programs for your staff and introducing efficient and effective working techniques, methods, and so on. Also, the firms who are following this strategy can be compete in the marketplace in two methods. The first thing is increasing profit while charging market price, while charging the current market price. And also the next option is increasing the market share while charging the lower price. If you are charging a lower price, you can increase your market share. No? Then you will be able to increase your profit level as well. So the next strategy is differentiation strategy. The organizations who are trying to use this strategy, most of the time trying to differentiate itself from the competition. The organizations are trying to differentiate their products, services within the marketplace when comparing with the other substitutes, when comparing with other competitors. So this strategy can be followed by any type of business. And how they can differentiate their products and services when comparing to other competitors. They can add values to their products in a unique way, doing more innovations, creative ideas, new designs, new techniques, new tools. All these things are improving and differentiating their product from the others' product in the marketplace. When an organization following differentiation strategy, highly they need creative, innovative ideas, and it will be useful for them to charge a premium price as well. If you are providing a new product, an innovative product, then sometimes you can have the patent right for that product. Then you can use that right within the marketplace, because you are the only person, you are the only organization which that the legal authority is going to produce that product through a patent right. So then you can charge premium price as well. Then it will be increase the profit level, sales. So differentiation strategy is also more useful in achieving long-term aims. The last strategy is focus strategy. The organizations who are following focus strategy are always targeting a narrow range of customers in one of two ways. One of two ways mean the focus strategy might be used as a cost focused manner or can be used as a differentiation focused manner. That is why I have mentioned targeting a narrow range of customer in one of two ways. In using focus strategy, most of the time organizations are targeting a niche market. They are targeting a small market. So most of the people who are adopting this strategy is small or very specialist firms. Usually small or very specialist firms are they are using this focus strategy. Think that if you are going to use cost focus method, what you should do? What is the cost focus method? It means within that niche market, within that target small market, you are trying to minimize the cost and you are trying to provide that product or service under a low cost. In differentiation focus strategy, you are focusing to do some innovative products. You are trying to cater some innovative products to that niche market. So anyhow, cost leadership strategy, differentiation strategy and focus strategy are useful in producing corporate strategies. So next we are going to move to learn about another new matrix. But today I'm going to stop the lesson from here, and from the next video we are going to learn about a new matrix as I told you previously, and that matrix is useful in doing analysis regarding a portfolio. So from the next video we are going to continue the next part of this lesson. So I hope that you will enjoy this lesson and this video. So thank you for your participation. We will meet again from the next video regarding the next part of this lesson. Thank you.